Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so today we have a question from our reader, Adam. And Adam would like to know, will training make me lose flexibility and become muscle-bound?
This is something I heard back in the 60s, actually, and I used to hear as a kid, if you lift weights, you'll become muscle-bound. And training should increase flexibility. Strength training will increase because you're working on patterns of squatting, pulling, pushing, hinging. And you're increasing the range of motion usually in those. And you don't have to take them to the bitter end. You can if you want to. But by developing muscles, you develop their range of motion and the strength in them. And usually weak muscles will be tight because they're protecting themselves. When you strengthen those muscles, they allow a range of motion because they're not protecting the body against injury. And there's another thing I'll attach to this about the myth is the opposite side. Is when someone's very flexible, people used to say you were double jointed. And I can assure you that this person has the same amount of joints as you do. It's terminology, and they throw it out there, and they don't consider when they say things such as this, it's misleading, and it leads to pseudoscience and mythology about training. That, they're flexible because they're double jointed. They have two knee joints. That's amazing. No, they don't have two knee joints. They just have maybe laxity in their connective tissue, or lax joints, or say shallow hip joints, shallow shoulder joints, and it may benefit some activities and it may detriment certain activities. Where, like in bench pressing, you want stability around the shoulders, you don't want the laxity. With kettlebell lifting, you may want laxity and not as much stability.
And people who do become lose flexibility when they're training and do become a little bit stiff, it might be because they're not actually going through the whole range of motion that you were talking about, where you're supposed to go through the whole range of motion and get stronger in all of the whole range. Right.
When you sit all day, or you drive a certain way, or write a certain way, or on your phone a certain way all day, and you don't extend, hang from a chinning bar, squat down with your butt on your heels, stand up, capable of touching your toes, you lose it. Your body becomes very efficient, and it minimizes that range of motion. Mm-hmm. So one thing you can do is go through a full range of motion, whether it's yoga, Pilates, strength training, gymnastics training, whatever you want to do.
And that'll keep you from getting in that situation, I would imagine. So
yes, it would. Any more questions? physicalstrategies@gmail.com.
Thank you, Adam.